Hi everyone, my name is Wadah Dawahi, and today I want to show you how to install and upgrade Oracle Grid Infrastructure standalone and Oracle Database 11 Release 2 to the version 12c. So to do that, we have to follow three parts. Part 0 describes the creation of ESM disks on Oracle Linux using ESM. Part 1 describes the installation of Oracle Grid Infrastructure and Oracle Database 11 Release 2. And in part 1, I have to follow 4 steps. Step 1 describes the installation of Oracle Grid Infrastructure standalone. Step 2 shows us how the creation of disk group plus array, which will be the fast recovery area. And step 3 describes the installation of Oracle database server. And step number 4, the creation of the database ORCL. And in part 2 describes the upgrade of Oracle Grid Infrastructure and Oracle database from the version 11 release 2 to the 12c version. And in part 2 we will follow 3 steps. Step number 1 describes the install and the upgrade of Oracle Grid Infrastructure 12c. Step 2, the installation of Oracle Database 12c. And step 3 describes the upgrade of the database ORCL to the 12c version. Before I begin my parts, I want to show you my environment. So I'm using the Oracle VM VirtualBox Manager, and I have created one virtual machine. It's based on Oracle Linux 6 Update 5 64 bits, and which contain many disks, ESM 1, 2, 3, which will be the ESM disks. And this VM has 4 gigabit memory and CPU. So okay, let's move to my part 0. The part 0, as I said, describes the creation of ESM disks and Oracle Linux using ESM lib. I have written an article about the creation of ESM disks on Oracle Linux using ESM lib, and this article is already published in my own website, which has the name wadahdawahi.tn. Okay, so my article has the name creation of ESM disks on Oracle Linux using ESM lib, which describes the steps of the creation of ESM disks. So setting up Oracle ESM lib on Oracle Linux, the creation of the user Oracle, which will be the owner and of the ESM disks, and this next step, the creation of ESM disks. So directly I want to pass to the part 1, which describe the installation of Oracle Grid Infrastructure and Oracle Database 11 release 2. And let's move to the step number 1. The step number 1, I want to show you how to install Oracle Grid Infrastructure standalone on Oracle Linux. I have prepared my virtual machine. Okay, so first I want to open a terminal. I want to check, before the installation, I want to check my Oracle ESM disks. So I want to connect with the user root. I want to use the command Oracle ESM with the option list disks. So I have 4 disks: data 1, data 2, and FRA1 and FRA2. During the installation of a grid infrastructure, I want to create one disk group has the name data, which contains 2 disk ESM, and after that I want to create one disk group has the name FRA, which will be the fast recovery area and contains 2 disks. Okay, so let's begin the installation. So I have 3 zipped file, okay, with the version 11G release 2 update 4 in Linux 64-bit. So the first 2 files, 1 of 7 and 2 of 7, which contains the binary of the Oracle database, and the 3 of 7, which will be the binary of the grid infrastructure. After the unzip of these files, there are 2 directories. The first directory is database, which contains the binary of the database, and the second is this directory is the grid which contains the binary of the grid. So as I said, for step 1 I want to install the grid infrastructure. So cd grid and point slash run install, and now I want to begin the installation of the grid infrastructure 11.0 release 2 update for. Okay. Okay, so the step first step I want to choose the skip software updates because I don't have my Oracle support credential for download, and I don't have already the pre-downloaded software updates, so I want to choose skip software updates. Then next, so in the step number 2, select any of the following installation steps. As I said, I want to install grid infrastructure for standalone server, so I want to choose the option number 2. Next, I want to choose the language English. Okay, select the disk group characteristic and select disks. By default, the Oracle Grid infrastructure will create disk group has the name data, and you will choose the redundancy normal by default, and the allocation unit has the size 1 mega. And I said I have 4 disks for ASM disks, data 1, data 2, data and FRA1 and FRA2. So I want to create now one disk group has the name data, and I want to choose redundancy external, and I want to select 2 disks, data 1 and data 2, and each one of them has the size 3 gigabyte. So next, I want to choose a password for the user sys and ESM SNMP. So I want to choose the password Oracle. Next, yes. On this step, I want to choose the group DBA as the ESM administrator group and the ESM DBA group and the ESM operator group. Next, yes. Okay, so the Oracle base is 0/U01 app Oracle, and the software location where I want to install the grid infrastructure. Okay, so I want to install the grid infrastructure under U01 app Oracle product 11.2.0, and the name of the directory grid. Then next, so this is the destination of our inventory. So the step number 9, the verification of the environment of my virtual machine. So you have to warning the size of the swap, and I have the OS kernel parameters, the SHM max and the SHM all. In my case, I want to ignore all. So there are some recommendations. Okay, you can check it, you can fix it. Okay, if you want. Then there are the script. I want to execute this script with the user root to fix that. Let's switch to the user root, and I want to execute this script. Okay, then okay, let's try it again. Okay, my warning is fixed, and after the check again, I have just my swap size is less than the recommended. So in my case, I want to ignore all, and next to continue my steps. Okay, the step number 10, I want to install the binary of the grid infrastructure, and this takes sometimes some minutes or more than 10 or 20 minutes, and it depends on the performance of your server. No, so now I want to wait until the installation finish. after I waiting the installation, the progress of the installation, and until the 76%, I have this pop-up, execute configuration scripts, and tells me to execute these two scripts with the user root. Okay, so I want to open my terminal as root user, so I want to copy this script, and sorry, I want to execute my first script, and just I want to close this, and I want to execute the second script. Yes, and now just I want to wait until the finish of the execution of this script, and then I will execute OK to finish the installation. So the scripts will start the clusterware of the grid infrastructure, and it takes some seconds. So the execution of my second script has finished. Then I want to execute the button OK, and just I want to wait the finish of the installation of the grid infrastructure 11.0 release 2, and just I want to wait until the finish. So after some minutes, the installation of the grid infrastructure has finished. So the installation of grid infrastructure for standalone server was successful. Now I want to execute the button close. So my installation has finished. Okay, now I finished the step number 1 of part 1, the installation of a grid infrastructure standalone. So now I want to start the step number 2, the creation of the disk group fast recovery area, and with the name FRA. Okay, so after installation, I want to check if it is my instance ESM is running or not. Just I want to check with the command ps-f pipe grep smon. So I have the process smon is running, and the instance name is plus ESM. So my installation is successful, and the instance ESM is running. So to create the disk group FRA, I have to use the tool ESM CA, or the ESM configuration assistant. So I want to change my environment, my Oracle home and Oracle ICD. So the command is ESM CA. Now I want to create the disk group FRA, and I want to choose the two next disks FRA1 and FRA2. So I want to create, as I said, I want to execute the button create, and the name is FRA fast recovery area, and I want to choose the external redundancy and the selection of two disks FRA1 and FRA2, and also they have the size 3 gigabyte. Okay, so okay, after that, so just I want to wait the creation of the disk group FRA, which will be the fast recovery area. Okay, then okay, and exit. Okay, now I finished the step 2. So let's move to the step number 3, the installation of Oracle database software. Okay, so as I said, the binary of the Oracle database is located under the directory database. So change directory database, and ./run installer to install the software only for Oracle database with the version 11G release 2. So this installation contains many steps. So I don't wish to receive security updates via my Oracle support because I don't have an email of my Oracle support. Yes, I want also to skip software updates. The step number 4, just I want to create or to install, I want to install database software only. Next, and I want to choose the single instance database installation. Next, and I want to choose the English language. And the step number 6 of 12, which database edition do you want to install? In my case, I want to select the Enterprise edition. Next, in this step, I want to choose the directory which will be the destination or the location of my Oracle database binary files. So I want to choose the DB home as a directory which contains the binary of Oracle database. Next, so I want to choose the DBA as the database administrator group and the database operator group DBA. Next, and also the Oracle binary checks the environment, the target environment. So as I said, I have misconfigured my swap. So now I want to ignore all. Next, yes. So let's begin my installation. Install. And as I said, the installation it takes some minutes, depends on the performance of your server. Now I want to wait until the installation finish. So during the installation of Oracle database and in the last steps, there are one script that should be executed with the user root, which will fix some configuration of the Oracle database. So this script should be executed with the user root. I want to switch user to the user root and execute this script. Okay, su minus now this script, and okay, so I finished the execution of this script. And okay, so the installation of Oracle database was successful. So just close. So now I finished the step number 3. So now I want to move to the step number 4, the creation of the Oracle database, and the name of this database is ORCL as the name. So to install or to create the ORCL database name, I want to use the tool is DBCA as a database configuration assistant with the user Oracle. So bash and dbcA. So just I want to go to the real path where the Oracle database located. User1 app Oracle product 11 db home bin and dbc. Enter. So this path where during the installation of the binary I have chosen this path where the Oracle database binary is located, and under the directory bin the tool is dbca is located there. dbca database configuration assistant, and with this assistant I can create a database. So I want to create a database, create database. So the template general purpose or transaction processing. Next, the name of the database is ORCL. Next, and by default the system identifier will be the same name as the database name. Next, in my case I want to choose or I want to select the configuration of Enterprise Manager. Next, I want to use the same administrative password for all accounts, CS and system DBSNMP and TISMA. Next, yes. So to specify the storage type and where your data file located, so the storage type, I want to choose the ESM as a destination where my data file will be located. So the ESM, and I want to choose the OMF Oracle Managed Files, and at this step I want to choose the disk group data as a location of my database files. So just check OK. Next, I want to give the password of the user as ESM SNMP. Okay, just I want to return. I have not forgot to use. Okay, good. So choose the recovery options for database. I want to choose the specification of the fast recovery area. I want to choose the destination where will be the FRA, the disk group FRA, the fast recovery area, and then okay. Okay, I want to select the sample schema, and as so, and to choose the typical memory size, the SG and TPG, I want to use the EMM, the automatic memory management, which will manage automatically the size of the SG and the PG. And as a memory target size, I want to choose the half of 1 giga. So, okay, 512 megabyte. And I want to use, as I said, the automatic memory management. The character set, I want to use the default. Just I want to wait. Okay, I want to use the WA Western European 8 MSWin 1252. Next, next, and finish. Now just I want to wait until the creation of my ORCL database finish, and it takes some minutes. As I said, depends on the performance of your server. So after more than 10 minutes, the creation of my ORCL database has finished. Okay, so the database information, global database name ORCL, system identifier ORCL, and the system parameter file is SP file, and the URL of the Oracle database controller, which is the enterprise model. Now after the installation has finished, I want to exit a button. So now my Oracle database ORCL creation has finished. Just I want to check the command ps minus add grep s1. So on my server I have two instances, the ESM instance and the Oracle database ORCL instance. So at this stage I have finished the step number 4 in part 1, the creation of Oracle database.